must be my third. Jordan Belfort.
Guys that wrote the Jordan Belfort song. We got Dyl Rhodes, Wes Walker.
We made like 50K in like a little bit.
It was making it was making a lot of money.
All right, we're back here. We got two awesome young guys here that have actually contributed to my own fame in some strange way. We got Wes Walker and Dyl Rhodes. Dyl, and you?
Yeah, I mean, so I've always been interested in music, and Wes was one of my best friends since middle school. So like he said, we used to do an entertainment company, like events together in high school. And yeah, so we would always like hang out, freestyle, like make raps. He was more of the producer. He had the SoundCloud page. Like for me, it was something that like, you know, I liked rap and I liked freestyling, and that's how it came together, like really.
And were you making any money on this at first or no?
We just dropped it on SoundCloud and like nothing happened. Like it was out on SoundCloud for over a year.
Song, when did it first come out? What year? 2014. And how old were you guys?
We were 18, 19, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
18.
Freshman or
freshman in college.
It came out right around my birthday, so that would be January 5th, 2014. So I had probably just turned 19 right around when it came out. Bird, Burberry shirt.
You put stuff out there and no one really hears it. I mean, you get a couple of things, oh, it was good, but nothing happens, right?
Right. I think that is one of the most common things that a lot of artists and entrepreneurs, just any type of business, overlook. Like, stuff takes a long time to like circulate. So we dropped the song, and it was over a year before it even looked promising.
So how, it was when you say it looked promising, was defined. Looked promising. What does that mean?
Just to put it in perspective, it took a year and a half before we even got to 1 million. And even when you get to 1 million, you're still like, is this it? Is it going to go to 10 million or is it going to stop at 1 million? We were 100% independent when we went to shoot that video in Miami. And we like had no support. It was literally me, Wes, and our friend Yofre from College Weekly. And so he was like the director behind the video. And we
had like a lot of like fraternity and sorority connections nationwide,
Miami,
but also in Miami to like help out with the stuff. But that was like a main thing where like all his college dealings went like perfectly in line with what we were doing. So
have you ever seen the music video Save That Money by Lil Dicky?
No.
So in the music video Save That Money by Lil Dicky, right? He goes around to like mansions. I think it's in LA or something. He goes around and he like knocks on the door. He's like, "Hey, I'm Lil Dicky. I'm a rapper. Can we make a music video here? We just want to use your giant mansion for a few minutes and we'll be gone."
Like
so he
for
made
free.
This
the whole thing
like
is
for
like
free.
trying to do
the
saving the most money but making it look the best.
Like it's called Save That Money. So in many ways, we were like the OGs of that because we went down to Miami, no money, like. No money at all. Like I had to sell stuff to get my flight ticket. And like my parents they weren't not helping me at this time for other reasons. So I had to sell stuff to get my flight ticket. And we sent it down to Miami with like very little plan. We ended up networking with some kids that Yofre knew from UF, got a giant mansion right on the beach to shoot the whole first scene that you see with Wes. Then we literally, let's see, what are
There was another girl who got this yacht. And it was a very magical day because we ended up being like the only yacht in the Miami Bay. And so we were getting the crazy drone shots and it just looks like so... It's just the one boat and then it slowly zooms in and it's just like us. You know what I mean? It's like, how do we get that one time where there's no other boats?
And it's like, the crazy part is how did we get that yacht? Like, so basically Yofre knew this girl. And have you ever seen those sorority videos where it's like a recruitment video? They kind of like throw glitter and the girls are dancing and looking pretty. Well, he's done a video like that on this yacht before. So that girl whose father owned the yacht, loved Jordan Belfort. Loved the song. This was
he was like, I'll drive you around all day. We'll get some drinks out, some champagne glasses.
So that's why we essentially get this huge yacht, like a ton of girls on the boat. We're allowed to spray champagne on the decks.
Where the girls come from? Just
we got like 2 sororities, so we knew a couple of them already, but most of them they were just like bring the friends. You know what I mean? We're just gonna make it look crazy.
Yeah, like we literally just kind of used social media. Like we had a really unique situation because the song was already pretty popular. Like people knew it. College students knew it. Anyone outside of college scene. No idea. But college
everyone
students
there was like excited to be a part of it too.
Sure.
They were like, "Oh my God, you guys are doing the Jordan Belfort music video?
Right.
I'm there."
Exactly. So it was like easy to bring people out. We got so much support from all the people in Miami who I don't know any of them. I haven't even talked to them again, but they were just so supportive and they loved the song and it was so like grassroots and organic. And like the whole video, we spent $1 to $2K on it. And that's like including our flight tickets, which is the most expensive part. So
The most expensive thing was probably like the Lambo, which we got. It was $400 originally for the day, and then he like screwed us where like 8 people showed up to shoot, and he just didn't show up. And we were like, yo, like we're paying for like a production right now. We got to like get this together, and then so we got it for $200
the next day, like
and
all
then
day.
And then it was like we got like a breakaway glass bottle, and that was like the second most expensive thing. Like we really did it.
Seriously, I mean, we just had like a really great crew, a really great team, as well as like that organic support.
Yeah,
and so
College Weekly definitely helped us out a lot. Just Yofre like did a lot of like the production. So he got like the drone people to come through for free and blah, 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 blah.
It's got to be a bit of a dream fulfillment for 2 young guys. For instance, you had some challenges because you wrote me a letter, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And you said you went a bit fucking hog wild, right? Was it drugs or something?
So I had an issue, like this was kind of my senior year at Tulane University where...
It's hard to be normal in New
New
Orleans.
Orleans.
And I've been there. It's true, right?
A little bit of Mardi Gras, Mardi Gras taken too far. Drugs involved for sure. I was in a tough place. Like I got in this place and it was definitely fueled by drugs where like I just needed to take a step back and like take care of myself. And so I sent, Jordan a letter and just cause like you've always been kind of a role model. And I think there's always been like, look, we've never even met before.
I responded to you though.
But yeah. So you hit me back. And by the time you hit me back, I was already kind of like, I took some time off from school to like deal with it. I got my shit back together and ended up graduating that same semester. But I mean, like I just reached out to you because I thought maybe you'd be someone to talk to. Like I know how you've gotten over those similar kind of issues, but like, yeah, I mean, I think we all have problems. Like I've had my own experiences with drugs, and it's like made me into who I am today. Like I'm a lot more. I mean, even with this whole experience, right? We were 18, 19, thrown into this situation where we're like partying every single weekend, drinking every single weekend, and so that takes a little bit of a toll on you. And I think now here I am, 25, like six years later. And I'm definitely like in a little bit more control and stuff. And it's been a learning experience.
Let's talk about the financial side. So how did it work financially for you guys with this song?
Shit goes wrong, take the money and run. It's in advance, blah, blah, blah.
There was this element of genuine confusion in the industry about SoundCloud and internet songs. So like this was at a time when there was still some level of like, we don't know how this stuff works yet. So, right. So like, in talking to people in the industry, like at this time, no one could say like, if you get 1 million views on SoundCloud, is it going to keep going or could it stop getting views tomorrow?
Sure.
And it was just like a time where like, we didn't know. And the truth is like, if we would have remained independent, that song should have made us millionaires. Like that song should have made us millionaires straight up. And we took a deal that was like first deal, foot in the door, but it was not the best deal for us. Like it was, and that's a learning experience. I think that's part of entrepreneurship. I think that whether you're in music industry or whether you're in a different line of business, like your first deal is always going to be one that you're going to look back on and say, there's some things I could have done better.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
Like we did a tour, like we did 40 to 50 independent shows all over the US. I've been to like every big party school. We've been there.
Pretty much every
like,
state college, even smaller places. Like, we went to Barcelona.
So many.
Like,
we made it to
couple
Europe.
overseas things.
And what was your biggest audience you had?
It was
15,000.
Numbers Fest in Ohio. We opened for Fetty Wap and the Chainsmokers.
The Ray Shrimmer show was even bigger.
That one was at Duke. Yeah, Ray Shrimmer. We opened for Ray Shrimmer at Duke. That was really cool. But yeah, no, we did some really awesome shows, and that made us some money as well.
The question really is, how are we going to make this podcast go viral? You're the experts in rap here. Come on, guys.
We got one thing. We just got to freestyle. We got to get...
Come on, Jordan. We need you on a beat, man. We need a freestyle.
Yeah, we got to get a little Belfort action on the beat. So.
Guys, let me tell you something. You don't want to have me freestyle. My family makes fun of me when I try to do that. But I have a solution. I'm going to call the expert in the family, and my son's actually an incredibly gifted rapper.
Yes,
let's get him in there. Come on, Carter James. Let's go. All right,
clap it up, baby. Carter.
Yeah. One more time.
What?
Time.
Not one time.
Time.
Not one time.
Time.
Not one time.
Time.
Not one time.
One
Hey,
time.
y'all, it's the drunken poet Carter James. One time,
Whoa.
all right.
One time.
This medicine I discuss can mend Achilles' heel. Bend space and time, then reinvent the wheel. Appear to cold trolls with a keyboard to wield as venom steals his soul. This flow is my shield.
Okay.
Night shine my armor, my honor's revealed. Sealed inside my karma is a license to feel. I hope to heal crisis. My advice is be real. Don't mind this, I'm touched by the cuss.
So, yeah, I mean, the song just really started taking off. And
I'll be getting dirty money.